Oh, yeah.
We are back with episode 152 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Samuel told me once that he wanted to say hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Oh, no. Not. We went over this in the past. Jack sent me the questionable text. I was in the airport. They detained me. I got tased, but I still made it down to Florida because... What else would I do at that point? They figured I'd be safer down in Florida than here in Missouri.
Florida's not safe. Florida's getting cut off from the union as we speak.
Which is why Jack is going to visit the Joshua Schmitz in Michigan this week for their date.
Hey, I made a trade today in fantasy football.
You did? Should we talk about that in sports?
It was beautiful.
Oh, no.
We're accomplishing our goals.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in sports because it's collusion. That's all I gotta say.
Collusion. We're accomplishing our goals.
It is collusion, and we're back with episode 152 of the Until Next Week podcast. Happy Thanksgiving week, Black Friday week, and we'll dig into that more on this episode. Gobble.
No, the other red button.
No, I'm not hitting the other red button because if I hit that lever crunk, we won't be in a good spot. Sure, that's what happens. We win.
We win.
We do win.
We need updates from the week drop.
We don't need to. We did go straight into it.
Updates from the week. Boom.
Yeah, and now it's updates from the week. Yeah, I couldn't even think.
I want to re-record Make a Man Out of You and make that the drop for updates.
Do you forget the copyright issues that we've ran into?
Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
Copyright stricken right there. Yeah, we're back, episode 152 of the Until Next Week podcast, and I went to a Missouri State football game this past week, and I'm just saying it right now. We are the best D1 football team in the state of Missouri.
I've been to a Missouri State football game as well this year.
You went to the Hill City one, though, right?
I did.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
I was required to go to that.
Yeah. I went to this other one, which was homecoming, which is cool because at the homecoming, they have tons of extra tents out, and they're like, hey, come to our tent, eat all this free food. And I'm like, say less.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I should have let you know.
I want free food.
Because obviously I was in the College of Business there, and they had a big tent, and they had lots of pasta.
I like pasta.
Lots of pasta, salad,
I thought you were going to say lobster.
Lobster would have been nice.
I would have been very angry at you if you said lobster.
Yeah, they had tons of lobster because that's typical tailgate food. I mean, pasta isn't really either, I guess.
I would say pasta's definitely not.
No, but they got it from, not Ott's Pasta, Bambino's.
Bambino's.
Yeah,
Bambino's
was nice. So ate a lot of food before, had a pregame, the football game.
Samuel got drunk.
Yeah, with pasta. Then went to the game. Overall, very solid. They won. They're now 7-3.
Wow.
After they moved from the FCS, which is like Division 2, but Division 1 football.
Division bums.
To go into the elite part of the Division 1 football where they can play for the national championship now.
They could theoretically play for the national championship. In theory.
Give them a few years. And
a lot of years.
Missouri State versus Bama.
Oh, my God.
We want Bama.
Well, did you know next year A&M's coming here?
Is next year A&M?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'll probably go to that game. I should have gone to the game this year where they played SMU in Springfield. Did not go to it. And they honestly played pretty well.
That's what you think.
That's why I said it. But yeah, they won the game. I went with Lauren. It was very solid.
Lauren.
Stop kicking me.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm rotating.
Okay, whatever you want to say. And then a little bit later in the week, I keeps doing it.
I like to spin.
Met up with a group of friends, Lauren, Michael, Morgan, Andrew's girlfriend, who I go blank. Her name's not to be named on the podcast. That's who we're going to say. Emily. And if I'm forgetting anybody else, I just went blank. I think I said everybody there.
Man.
I don't really know.
What if you're forgetting all these people?
Well, I said Emily, and she's the only one who listens to the podcast. So shout out. And I guess Lauren, too, at times.
Lauren.
But we end up just kind of hanging out, and we played Jackbox.
I played Jackbox.
Great game.
Yeah. Was that your first time playing it?
No, I've played it a lot.
Yeah.
And each time, it's like, how questionable do we want to get?
Do you have to pay for it?
If you have a Switch, yeah, it costs money. It's like $20 or $30.
What?
I think some packs you can get for $20, and then they have most of them are in the $30 range.
I don't have that kind of money.
I know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's so much.
But it is fun.
Yeah. How questionable do you get when you play Jackbox?
First round, I feel it out. And then I usually say, forget it. We're going for it.
Yeah, because then you see a few other people and like, wow, they just went. I have no idea who you are, but I learned a lot about you.
Somebody actually sent me a picture. They were playing Jackbox the other day.
Yeah.
And then I was one of their answers they put down.
I should have taken some screenshots of some of our answers we had.
Yes.
Because Quiplash is the one that always gets crazy.
Yeah,
because
Quiplash is great.
Yeah, they give you a prompt, you give an answer, you go versus someone else, and it gets wild. And I'm going blank now on what some of the responses were, but most of them probably aren't appropriate for the podcast. We'll keep it there. What was yours?
This one says, somebody sent me a picture of this out of the blue. It's actually Pretty Ricky's girlfriend sent this to me.
Of course. Oh, she's texting you now?
I blocked her, but...
No, that's good. You should.
It says, let's be honest, it would be hard not to get into a van with blank on it. And it says 6'7" or Dane Biesmeyer.
Yeah. Did Dane win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I just hate it when you get pulled into an answer and they just make it like inappropriate. I'm like, I don't want my name to be incorporated with this response. Because it happened one time. I'm like, no, why did you put my name before that phrase?
Sometimes it's funny when they do that because I was at this one party where when we were doing that and everything became my name or like your mom's house.
Yeah,
it was always the answers.
Tammy, man.
No, it was just your mom's house.
Oh, just your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like, have you tried asking your mom?
I mean, but then after a while, then you get kind of tired of it. Like some people just kind of make the joke way too long. Like it was good the first 7 times, but 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like you can stop. We're not laughing anymore.
That's something I see in youth ministry a lot.
Yeah.
Is kids will burn things into the ground.
6, 7?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they have no idea when to stop.
You're like, oh, still funny. I'm like
they can't feel it out. Like, oh, hey guys, the joke is over. No. Yeah. And they're like, no, it's not. We gotta keep going. And I'm it's okay.
We have a few of those and they've been used a lot. And they really just aren't that funny anymore, and you gotta stop. At
your mom's house, 9/11 jokes.
We made a few of those. Yeah, but we won't talk about that. And I went blank on most of my responses. Have you ever played on Jackbox one of the games where it's like you design that T-shirt?
No.
So basically, you have each time you can draw like multiple pictures that will go on a T-shirt, and then you get where you put random phrases.
Oh boy!
And then
I've done the slogan one.
Yeah, it's similar. They give the people are like, hey, put one of these phrases with one of the designs, and then your shirt will go against someone else's shirt, and you compete. Again,
I think I have done that one.
It's pretty fun.
I don't know.
And again, it's great because I can't remember any of our phrases or anything else.
Unreal. We need to have a until next week one Jackbox.
Well, but you kind of need to be in person.
Well, I know, and I'm calling the people out here in the pod. Figure it out.
Yeah, everybody
figure it out.
That'll be good. But also something interesting with that is at the very end they're like, hey, purchase this shirt.
No,
you can purchase any of the shirts for like $35,
but also yes,
some of the shirts I'm like, I want to buy it, but I should never wear that in public. I should not wear that in public. But yeah, I did Jackbox. That was really fun. Also played like Exploding Kittens and such.
I played that.
Good game. And then late last night, I had an impulsive Friday pickleball purchase. Shout out Samuel 14434 if you want a great deal on Friday pickleball paddles. Buy at least 2 of them. Use my code. Help me out, Black Friday's coming up. You get some good deals.
At samuelson.com.
That's not true yet. Maybe I'll buy one in the future. Unless you already stole the website from me.
I would do that.
Yeah, you would. Anyway, they're coming out with pickleball shoes.
Oh.
Like actual shoes. They paired up with like this pickleball shoe company. Go figure. So they have, I think, their own special designs, and then they say Friday on the side of it. And they're like, hey, they got me with the marketing. They're like,
they're just tennis shoes.
These are specifically, they're like court shoes.
Yeah, that's what I wear.
Yeah. And they got me with like, hey, the release price will be like $119.99 or something.
That's not bad.
But for like the people who have like their codes and have done other stuff in the past, we'll let you have it early for like, I don't know, $99.99, $89.99, something like that. But they're like, hey, we'll sell out really fast, and as soon as we sell out, then the quickest you can get it is like 4 months from now. And I'm like, I don't know if I really need these. But because I've utilized my code so many times, or people have utilized it,
shout out to you guys.
This other special code that's only my own that I do not share with everybody. And I decided to throw this out there, and I was like, I wonder if it'll work. And it did, and it made the price a good amount cheaper than what they had offered everyone else. And I'm like, that's kind of fun. And then I was like, well, I want free shipping.
True.
So I'll also buy their
Samuel got greedy.
Black Friday like special they're doing where it's like one of their nicest fever paddles, a black one.
Yeah.
And then a Black Friday.
That's what I have, right?
No, yours is different.
Unreal.
This is newer. I'm sorry. Then they have a Black Friday pickleball hat.
Ooh.
And then also like a paddle cover, and that was like $89. But then I also had my extra discount, so I get it a lot cheaper. So I'm getting both of those with free shipping. And honestly, the main reason I bought that group of items was because I wanted the hat, and I'll probably just sell the paddle for a little more than what I spent, which is kind of fun. But also a good deal for anybody out there on Facebook Marketplace.
The amount of math you're making us do right now in the comments is astounding.
I bought something pretty cheap, and I'll sell it slightly high, and I'll get a free hat out of it. And then I basically purchased the shoes.
What I'm getting out of all of this
is you should use the code Samuel14434 to feed my addiction.
Is that you have a secret code that you're not sharing with the audience.
It's a VIP code. And the thing is, if people use it, then that doesn't help me
Is
out.
the until next week family not VIP to you, Samuel?
If everybody starts using the code, they'll be like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're buying a lot of stuff.
You can't do this.
We're buying and selling things.
Yeah. So just use the code
Which is illegal.
Samuel14434.
No, use the special code. Figure it out, people at home. Start using your hacking skills.
Yeah. Last two quick updates before it goes over to you is I went to see Santa Claus again with a fam because, last time not everybody was there.
I thought you were talking about the Santa Claus movies right here on the dock.
No, went with the family and including Rachel's husband, Brennan. He came along. Apparently he never saw Santa growing up.
Good.
Which is crazy. But he was in the picture and we made him sit on Santa's lap. So he got the full experience. Santa asked him to come back later. I don't know if he did or not.
That's weird.
And but good time getting lots of pictures with Santa. We had to get a few retakes, so made all the little kids wait a little bit longer, so that was a plus. And then almost went a third time with coworkers.
As you should.
We went during a lunch break. Santa wasn't there.
No.
So we went to get Chick-fil-A instead and then went back to our job instead of getting photos with Santa.
That's why you're always so late recording the pod. You're out gallivanting at lunch.
This wasn't today.
That's what this is.
This was the other day. I was like, hey, we should get pictures with Santa and give it to our superiors. But
that would be funny.
I know, that's what I was saying. But Santa was not there.
Oh, man.
It would have been great, though.
They're making a new office like upstairs at the church, right? At the West
Wing.
Wing.
About the TV show.
No.
Like, yeah, they made it. I heard it's not good.
Offices at the church.
Yes.
And there's going to be an exec room where my boss is going to be in there. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be like pranking it nonstop. It's going to be hilarious.
Like, what did they do to you? One of our first episodes ever, Prank Wars.
Oh, my goodness. That
they
was
put,
crazy.
Like, rice on your stuff?
It was, so the paper shredder. They took all the shreds of paper and poured it on my desk.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I won't go that far.
We need more content like that so I can post the pictures on pod. And you need to send me the other photos to post, which you keep forgetting.
Of what?
You said you were going to send a picture like 2 weeks ago
of
with
what?
People you went somewhere with.
To Brandon Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send you those.
Wasn't that what you wanted to send me and I was going to post it?
Maybe. I don't remember.
just send me pictures more often and then I
tried
can post
to text
pictures.
it to you and it said not delivered.
I think you tried to text me when we're here when I had my phone on Do Not Disturb because
I did
we're recording.
At home. And Do Not Disturb, you can still get photos. It just doesn't notify you that you got photos.
Well, either way, I didn't get it. And if you
put on airplane mode,
you should just send it to the Instagram because then it'll go through easier.
I don't even have Instagram.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I do. You got me.
And then finally, we are almost to a very elite recording setup because I made a Facebook Marketplace deal, getting the best of the best microphone out there for podcasting, the Shure SM7B. But unfortunately, there's a lot of fakes, so I had to take it apart and look. I'm like, okay, looks legit. So we're halfway there. Once we get the other mic, we'll change these out, and then you'll just be like, wow, those guys are amazing. Would you already say?
Less buying things, more content.
Yeah, okay.
That's what the people are asking
Okay, then
for.
talk.
No.
Give us your content for the week.
We need videos. That's what we need.
Why do you think I'm recording right now? We've had issues with that if you can't remember that most of the time it gets cut off midway through. But now I think it's recording and maybe might be able to do something with it. But we got to say something good. And we got to look at the camera every once in a while just in case.
No.
Say something good
right
now.
I have no incentive.
Okay.
So I went to the dentist this week.
Yes.
And AKA I visited my number one op.
Oh?
And for those of you who... No, op.
OP. That's what I spelled it out.
It's OPP. op.
You're going to a weird dentist.
No. It's for those of you who aren't
I think
hip
that's
with the
called a
lingo.
doctor.
No. Dentists aren't real doctors.
Okay.
And
So you went to the dentist.
my number one op, for those of you who aren't hip with the lingo, means your number one rival or enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And so there
I
was.
thought the doctor who said you had cancer was your number one op.
He's also my number one op.
Then who's your number two op?
Shepherd.
Okay. Okay.
If you're new to that Until Next Week podcast, that's my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
However,
He's the worst.
he is the worst.
But he's the best.
He's always
Keep
screaming.
talking about the dentist.
He's always screaming.
This is not the ADHD podcast.
You're the
yet.
one getting me off track.
No, I'm just here.
So I went to the dentist,
Mhm.
and then I was sitting in the chair, and the lady was like, yeah, when's the last time you went to the dentist? And I was like, well, it was quite the time ago. Are you familiar with the Obama administration?
Was that the last time you're at the dentist?
2015.
Wow. Oh, so you actually are using your benefits now.
Yeah.
Like they've been telling you to use
No,
all year.
that's not it. And I finally was like, you know what? I think I have some time to go to the dentist. And no, get off me. And so then I show up to the dentist and I walk in and they give me this bag and it has like a cup, like one of those fancy cups that everybody gets
You're
nowadays.
supposed to pee in it.
And no, not that. That's a different dentist. And then it had their logo on it and they're like, you go sit by the new patient fireplace over here.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
like, oh, thank you, of course.
Yes.
And they said, do you want coffee, tea, water? And I said, what kind of tea? And they said, hot tea. And I said, ew, gross, get out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I go into the area where they're checking my teeth or whatever, and the lady's like, yeah, so 10 years since you've been to the dentist. I'm like, yeah, I finally have benefits, so I think I can use it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to go. And she goes, yeah, that sounds great. And I was like, yeah, to be honest, I'm a soda drinker. And she goes, that's fine. So am I. I had a Coke right before this.
Nice.
And
And
I
then
was
she
like,
smiled at you and had no teeth.
no. It was some like mid-30s lady.
Okay, nice.
And then she was like, it's okay, you just need to floss. Apparently flossing is a big deal. You have to floss, apparently.
A lot of times they're like, you don't have to floss, but if you want to keep your teeth, you should floss those.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Which is why I still have those floss picks in my car, and I think I did that twice this week. I need to be more consistent with the floss picks in the car.
No.
That's the best way to floss because
No.
you're not doing anything else when you're driving.
Put it in the shower.
That's where my mouthwash is.
Ew.
What? How is
So-
that ill?
So same deal. Quit peeing in the shower.
We're talking about mouthwash and flossing.
Yeah, and you're peeing in the shower.
No, I'm American.
You pee on the floor?
You said European.
Oh.
Clips.
Unreal.
That's so funny.
So then...
Do you have any cavities?
So then they do x-rays and stuff, and then the doctor comes in and he's like, blah, 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 I go to your church, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nice. And then he's like, I got kids. And I was like, I'm sure you do. And then,
Way to go. You can afford them.
yeah, you can afford them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Having kids in this economy is illegal.
Yes.
And so write that down. And I know Elizabeth Virgil felt me on that one. Having kids in this economy is illegal. And you too, Lindsay. Everybody who has had a kid,
Yeah.
write in the comments how illegal it is because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And so the real doctor comes in and he goes, blah, blah, blah. He's checking and he's saying some dentist words. And then he goes, all right, I'm going to cut it to you. You have some cavities.
Oh, no.
And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, I'm talking about 7 cavities.
You have 7 cavities?
And he said, but don't worry. They're like small little baby boy cavities.
You had 7 cavities?
Yes.
Wow.
He's like, you have 7 small little baby boy cavities. However,
oh, no.
I saw in your notes that you said that you've gone through cancer and you've done chemo. When was that? And I said like 2023. And he goes, well, here's the thing. Chemo robs your teeth of the calcium because it diverts it to your bones.
That makes sense.
Your body does.
So they're probably cancer did this.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He goes, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because of the chemo that you have so many cavities. And he goes, and you don't even have the worst kind of cavities. I've seen way worse. And I was like, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, yeah, and you have something called super teeth, which means you're a superhero and you can use your teeth to fight crime.
Did you go to the kids' dentist?
No, he didn't say that part to me. But the first part with the 7 cavities and the they're not so bad, and it was because of your cancer.
Nice.
Probably.
Way to go. Shout out.
So I was like, okay. And then he's like, so we still need to get them filled because they're cavities. And I was like, whatever, dude. And then he's like,
yeah,
so I have another appointment on December 17th.
Nice.
And I told the lady, it's going to be like $2,000 to get them all filled. And I was like, that's lame. But I don't have to pay for it. So
Does your insurance or something cover it?
I have $2,000 a year to spend on it. And so I spent couple $100 at the thing the other day. And so now I'm going to be like, this is how much I have left. Fill as many as that can fill.
So
What?
So you might not get all 7 filled?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not filling them if I got to pay money for it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say, do it in order of worst to
people
not
buy
die.
shirts immediately. Buy shirts immediately. We need to support Dane here.
No, my insurance will reset at the beginning of the year. So
Oh, so then you'll just get the
I'll
other
just
ones
wait
right
till
after?
January. Yeah.
That's wild.
So it's like, okay.
Like, hey, Doc, see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll have 3 appointments in like 6 weeks.
You probably just want to check to make sure you can do it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually switching insurances too at the beginning of the year. So I need to like see what kind of dental plan that is.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going anymore.
Okay.
Back to not going again.
Awesome. Well, wish you luck with that.
I need to see the eye doctor too in the meantime.
Yeah, you look cross-eyed.
No, my eyes burn. So
Okay,
I went
yeah.
to a dentist who's been a hater.
Yep.
Also, on Wednesday when I was doing youth ministry, I was up there doing announcements and blah, blah. What I do is I do announcements.
Yeah.
And
Blah, blah, blah.
Towards the end of the announcements, I welcome up the worship band.
Yeah.
And they come up and sing, and then I go up there and teach. And so I'm doing announcements, and I'm like, yeah, Christmas party's coming up, and it's going to be great. And there's a confidence monitor. And for those of you who don't know what a confidence monitor is or don't get on stage a lot.
This is how good you're doing.
Yeah, basically. No, it's there's one in the main auditorium, and if you turn around mid-sermon, it'll show you how much longer the sermon will go.
I think
on.
I've seen it before, yeah.
The countdown clock.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I don't need a countdown clock in the youth ministry. It's literally 10 minutes I'm talking up there,
Yeah.
so it's okay. But I can see the next slide that's going to come up every time, and so I'm like, okay, cool. And so I look up there while I'm doing the announcements, and I see just a blank screen, and then it goes to like the default Windows background, and which is just trees on the computer over there.
Yeah.
And I see it up there. I'm like, oh man, is that what's behind me right now instead of the Christmas party graphic that I had up here? And I turn around, and yep, it's just trees. And I'm like, wow, okay. And so I'm like, yeah, so we're going to play lots of games at the Christmas party. And I look over, and the guy who's leading worship, Pretty Ricky actually,
Yeah.
he's over there messing with all the equipment, and then he's touching all the sound stuff. And
So he
I was like,
turned it off?
I don't know what he did. And he's like, yeah. Or I go, yeah. And so if maybe the band might be ready to come, and he looks at me and he just shakes his head. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to tell you more about the Christmas party, actually. And you know what? Remember how I told you about the cookies? And what's everybody's favorite Christmas snack? And I called on literally every kid who raised their hand. And I was like, that's cool. Hey,
everybody.
Yeah.
Second favorite snack.
Second favorite.
Yeah.
No.
Third. 6th or 7th favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, that would get them going.
That would start a riot.
Yes.
I can't say anything about football, Taylor Swift, or 6'7". It starts riots every time. And so,
Yeah.
only with middle schoolers.
But now it starts riots because the Chiefs are bad.
Chiefs are bad.
Yeah.
But
shout
we'll
out.
get into that later.
Shout out. Yeah.
But yeah, so then I do that, and then they finally get it working, and then they come up there.
Yeah.
Last thing, I killed a doe. I shot Bambi's mom.
You bagged your doe? As we said before?
No, I shot her.
That's worse.
So it was a hot day of hunting because it was really like 75 degrees. And for those of you who don't go hunting, prime deer hunting weather is like 25 to 45 degrees.
So you're kind of a sweaty boy?
Well, I'm not necessarily sweaty, but the deer just don't want to move.
I get that.
Because they're like, it's really warm. Why would we get up? We'll eat acorns right here. Go back to bed.
Yeah.
That's all they do. But when it's really cold, they have to go find more food because their body spends more energy being cold.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I didn't see a lot of deer. My dad saw 2. I saw one, and she started walking towards me, and she was doing like the zigzag thing, trying to eat some acorns. And she finally got to about 175 yards away from me, and I shot her. She fell over, ran like 15 more yards, and then she didn't make it.
Way to go.
So I currently am winning in the number of deer ever, 21 to 19. Lindsay sucks.
Lindsay, go out there and kill some deer.
She can't. She's with child.
Huh?
Shepherd.
Okay. Hopefully that's what you meant.
Lindsay, tell the podcast world if you're pregnant, because that's how I'll find out too.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. If you ever... That's the way. Don't tell him directly. You say it through
Live react on the podcast.
an Instagram message, and I'll always listen to him immediately, so I know before Dane.
If you do that,
Just kidding.
I'll be like, what?
Huh?
Who did this to you? Whose baby's that?
Better not have been Daniel again.
Unreal.
Hate that guy.
Hate that guy.
Just kidding. That's wild.
That was my updates of the week, and now lots of things grind.
Wow. Yeah, the thing that grinds my gears,
Yeah.
fake Black Friday deals. Let me tell you. you're on Amazon. You see something you're looking at. It's like $99.99. You're like, too high. Then the next day, $99.99. Too high. Next day, $99.99. Too high. Next day, $199.99. And you're like, this is ridiculous. And then Black Friday hits and it's $99.99. You're like, buy. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Because it was $199.99 and now it shows it's $99.99.
What is it?
Do you understand what I just did?
$199.99.
Well, I was saying it was basically $100.
Right.
On Thanksgiving Day, it shows it's $200.
Yeah.
And then on Black Friday, it shows it's $100. You're like, wow, that's a really good deal. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Happens every single year. And there's like so many memes about it. And people are like, nope. And then sometimes it's like goes up to 200 and then down to 150. And like, I'll buy it 150.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a good deal.
Well, that's true of like, I think most promotions, they jack up or it says savings this much. And it's like, no, it's not.
Because sometimes you aren't paying attention to it most of the time. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, this is $200 off. Great deal for something I haven't been paying attention to this whole time.
Yeah. That same thing with sales across the board. You go to a grocery store and it's like, oh, it's a sale if you do this. And it's like, okay, well, that sale is still cheaper at Walmart.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I'm trying. There's a few different items I'm looking at for Black Friday coming up because I potentially want to get a new pair of workout headphones because my ones that fit in my ear, that stay in my ear, die really quick.
Yeah, they do.
And the other ones fall out of my ears. I have to like push them back in when I'm mid-run. Kind of stinks. Also potentially looking at more over-the-ear headphones because these are starting to wear out after like 6 years. Just like when I go to other rooms, sometimes it just like cuts off.
The other room wears you out?
Yeah, that wears me out. And then also potentially a phone, but I'm doing a Facebook Marketplace deal.
iPhone! Welcome aboard.
No. I'm not an elitist like that.
Come back to the real world.
Shouldn't say that. If Jesus had a phone,
oh boy,
it would be an Android.
No, he wouldn't.
Because he cares about all the people, all the nations, and the most people worldwide use an Android.
He wants to connect with the real people.
He's not. I just shouldn't keep saying. I'm supposed to stop. I'll stop.
I had one too that I was like, I don't think I should say that.
I was going to go the American version only.
Oh, man. I was going to say iPhone users are God's chosen people.
I was going to say Mormons. But
dang it. iPhone users are not Mormons.
I didn't say that in this example.
You're a Mormon.
No, I'm not.
How do you know?
That's a good question.
I got my dad a Kwanzaa gift. Stay tuned later for what it is.
But yeah, I might be doing a Facebook Marketplace deal. But yeah, just the Black Friday deals where they're not actually deals.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. But fortunately, they do have some like price checkers they can either download to like your browser so you can be like, hey, what was the price of this for the past 90 days and see if it actually is a good deal. And I know on Amazon, they also have like a price checker option where it shows what the price is the past 30 days or the past 90 days. And if I see in the past 90 days it's been this price before, not going to buy it. But if for some reason this is way lower than it's been, might consider it.
I should get a Yistel.
Are you talking about starting with a P?
Whoa, you can't say that on the pod.
I said starting with a P. Is that the kind of one you want?
Yes.
Don't think you can buy that on Amazon.
Not with that attitude.
Bass Pro, though.
Yep.
They got a shooting range. Just kind of mumble my words.
Unreal.
Yeah. So that's what grinds my gears, Dane. What about you?
D.A.R.E is a pyramid scheme.
I knew it. I've been saying this for years.
It's a pyramid scheme. I learned about it via the internet. A former D.A.R.E officer said,
"Dare you to move."
D.A.R.E was a, quote, pyramid scheme. It was for off-duty police officers who got kickbacks for recruiting other officers. So
that's brilliant.
They would recruit their buddies, and then those buddies would recruit their buddies and recruit their buddies and their buddies, and they would get kickbacks for recruiting these officers, and they would just make extra money every time.
I'm confused. What do you mean by recruiting officers? Recruiting them to D.A.R.E or recruiting future officers at the like elementary schools?
No, the first one.
So if you help with D.A.R.E, you get kickback?
Yeah. So if you get somebody else to help out with D.A.R.E or become a D.A.R.E officer, they would get paid money because they got somebody to start doing it for them.
Nice.
And then that person will get more money, and then more money, and more money. And so it was just a pyramid scheme that all ended in an epic failure of people using drugs.
Huh. The more you know.
Drug use is running rampant in this country.
I dare you to say that again.
No, because I need to drink my
Mountain
carbonated
Dew.
water, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated orange juice, citric acid, natural flavor, sodium benzenate, preserves freshness, caffeine,
Guys, if you know what he's drinking, write it in the comments right now.
sodium citrate,
Come on, you know it.
gum arabic,
Yeah?
erythibaric acid,
And alcohol.
calcium disonium,
That helps your teeth.
edita,
Yeah?
and yellow number 5.
Yeah. So if you know what he's drinking, again, put it in the comments right now, and we'll let you know next week.
It's
You'll have to wait until next week to know what he was drinking.
It's tasty.
Yeah. So.
I like sports, man.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time
For some sports talk.
The segment where we boldly analyze things
We barely watched.
Did we do research?
Factually, no. Emotionally, yes.
We're talking Big
Big
Daddy
Daddy
hacks,
hacks,
devastating sacks,
and fourth quarter comebacks.
But most importantly,
No soccer.
The Packers won, so Jameis Winston could not eat another W.
That's sad.
Shout out to them.
I love me some Jameis Winston.
Packers, they did win this week. Not the most pretty way, because they played the Giants and their backup quarterback, Jameis Winston, who's always just fun when he goes out there.
He's second string. Russell Wilson is trash.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's been bad.
Yeah.
But for so long, he was that third string, but he always is intriguing. We've played clips of him in the past. He has the best interviews. I read that apparently he leads like a Bible study, which is really dope for like his teammates. I'm like, you know, I think we've said this. He's really redeemed himself since the crab leg incident.
Crab legs, standing on the table and their PSU at Florida State and yelling something that I can't repeat on the spot.
Yeah, but he had a wild turnaround. Complete 180.
Baker Mayfield kind of did too. Not as wild, but he had a turnaround. Quite the turnaround.
Manziel, slightly. He took a slight turn off. He needs to keep.
He's gone to rehab now.
Yeah, so he's a work in progress.
I guess he's getting there.
Yeah, so come on.
I watched his documentary. Oh my goodness.
I think I need to watch. Should I watch it?
Yeah, it's wild how just dumb he was.
But also at the same time, like he did really well. But also he could have been a lot better if he would have been a little smarter, I guess. But yeah, Packers won by like a touchdown, I believe. It came down to one of the last plays. Jameis Winston, I think he threw a Hail Mary, went into the end zone, but luckily the Packers intercepted it, so they got the win.
Dang it,
nice. Pretty sure the Packers are playing the Bears this week, I believe.
Yes.
I think.
Bears might be. Bears are playing the Steelers.
Oh, look. Packers game this week. Packers are playing the Vikings.
Yeah.
Which means they should win because the Vikings quarterback isn't the quarterback.
JJ
is
bad. I would rather have Bryce Young than JJ McCarthy.
JJ's so bad. And to think, they had Sam Darnold last year.
Yeah, he was doing
then they're
pretty good. It's Seattle.
Let's go with JJ. Yeah, they messed up, but I'm fine with that. We should be able to win that, hopefully, pretty easy, and keep going from there, so that should be nice. And then besides the Packers, I also, again, fantasy football, Guillotine League, I mentioned, still alive. There are 7 teams left.
Wow.
We're in week 12.
We are.
And I did make a trade.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm going to just let you know the people involved in this trade.
And I'll tell you who won. Don't tell me which side you are, and I'll tell you which side won.
One side received Quinshon Judkins, who's a running back.
Yep.
And Devon Achane, running back, who has an off week, I believe, this week.
Bye week, yeah.
And then the other side received Kyron Williams, running back, and George Kittle, tight end.
I'm pretty sure I like the Achane side.
Even though he has a bye week.
Yeah.
That's the side I got.
Nice.
So,
Achane and Quinshon's Quinshon's pretty good. Achane's elite.
Yeah.
Kittle is really good. Love Kittle, but
when you have the number 1 tight end on your team,
you have McBride, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can expenditure or he's expendable, and getting Achane, he's 2 or 3 in the league.
Yeah. He's I think currently number 3.
Yeah, behind
because
McCaffrey and JT.
Yeah.
And
so
Taylor.
Basically, this team who had Quinshon Judkins and Devon Achane, they were projected to lose aggressively this past week. And they are going into the Monday and they were still like only up by like 40 points. But this other guy, I believe, had a quarterback going.
Okay.
Not for the Cowboys. I think the other whoever Cowboys played.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, he had Geno Smith.
Yeah.
And then like a running back. I think also
Ginty.
I think a
Ashton
Ginty. Yes.
Yep.
And the team only need to score like 40. They're projected to get like 70. And at the beginning of that day, I messaged this person because I've been trying to trade for Achane for weeks.
Well, duh.
And they are already like, I hope you get him after I lose because there's no way I win this. I'm like, hey, there's still a chance. And I kept paying attention. I'm like, come on. Because I didn't want her to lose because the team who also was down at the bottom, they had a lot more money to spend on picks in the future. And I'm like, I would rather want money gone than players.
Yeah.
So it kind of kept going. I was like, hey, game's getting pretty interesting. And just kind of kept going back and forth. And ultimately came down to the end. I think there was 1 quarter left. That guy only needed to score like 6 points.
Yeah, Ginty had a terrible game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the last quarter, nothing went the right way.
Yeah.
For
he had 6 carries for 3 yards, I think.
And also for the quarterback.
Gino?
Yeah, had a horrible last quarter.
He did.
And it got down to like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
And I believe the what team is it?
And the Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders had the ball. And I think they were down by 3 points beneath this girl. And they threw a complete pass to Ginty. And I'm like, oh no, maybe that put them ahead. They were still down by half a point.
Oh my goodness.
And they weren't able to convert the next pass.
Yep.
Went to the Cowboys.
Turns over.
And then they just let them have it. They just let them keep kneeling.
Oh yeah, we kneeled out. And then they kneeled out too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, because for a second, everybody was like starting to blow up the chat. Like, oh no, is this about to happen? Because the person's only up by, it was like 140 to 139 and a half. Basically.
Wow. Literally another carry.
And
like 1 yard gets you the
1
win.
yard or pass it or anything.
Catch,
and they would have went ahead.
Anything to Ginty. Anything
I saw
with Gino.
all the need. I'm like, there's no way they go here. If they do, that's kind of Bush League or whatever else. But also you're losing, so who cares?
Well, yeah, they would try it.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it just kept kneeing, and then they kneed, and the guy lost by half a point.
Wow.
And the other girl's like, oh my word, I wasn't even paying attention. So then all of a sudden, she had H-hand. I'm like, so maybe trade, because again,
Samuel takes advantage of people in their moments of need.
She's still projected to have the lowest. And with H-hand not going this week, I'm like, you need help. And like right after she went through that, because I was messaging her and be like, hey, I'm glad that you're still in or whatever else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll do like whatever for a trade.
That's
ridiculous. Which I
ridiculous.
found out the next day wasn't completely the case. But ultimately, because H-hand wasn't playing, she still wants to survive. Kittle's been going off the past couple of weeks.
True, with Purdy back.
Because her tight end was a guy for the Falcons, I think.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, who was Pitts this past week.
Well, what's his face?
Injured? Penix?
Yeah, Penix tore his ACL.
So,
partial tear.
Got up Kittle, and then originally I was hoping I wouldn't have to give up anything. She was trying to get Brock Purdy from me for a while, and I was like, kind of still need him because I don't know if D.A.R.E's going to play.
And he's a Christian.
D.A.R.E's not playing.
Yeah, he's still in concussion protocol.
So I'm like, glad I held on to Purdy, but we went back and forth, and then eventually she was like, I want Kyron Williams along with Kittle, but I'm like, I can't just do it for H-hand because I need to replace the running back. And she had 3 running backs. I think she had Ginty, who I think originally was the guy I was trying to pick up, and then she also had Quinshon Judkins, and then she had Dreads, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. And out of those 3, Quinshon has the highest projections for whatever that's worth.
For sure.
But that's the one she wanted to pair alongside it. So I got Quinshon to replace Kyron for this week, and I got H-hand, assuming I win, to make it next week. And my team looks very good if I can survive.
Quinshon for Kyron. Kyron's slightly a better running back. I would say Kyron's A- running back. And Quinshon's a B+.
Yeah, and that's for this week. And then after this, I won't have Quinshon playing.
Yeah.
Because after this, I will have...
You won't need him,
Yeah, I'll have H-hand as my main guy.
A+ running back.
And then my other running back is guy for Cowboys.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, those are my top 2.
He's an A, not quite an A+.
Yes.
But
so those are my top 2, and then Quinshon Judkins will be in the background just in case. And then what stinks is because wide receivers, Jamar Chase is out this week.
Because he spit on a guy.
Stinks.
And he denied it.
Which stinks. So I had to replace him also in the flex spot this week.
I think Joe Burrow's going to play.
I got to pick up Olave, which was nice.
Yeah, Chris Olave.
So he's actually has a good projection. So he's currently have Olave, which isn't ideal, but he looks nice. And then have Judkins instead of Kyron. I'm still projected to get by far the most points. Hopefully nothing crazy happens so I can keep going on. But if this happens, my team
we'll lose the next
Brock
round.
Purdy, Dak Prescott,
and Brock Purdy we trust.
Devon A-Chan, Devontae Williams,
Jamar Chase,
Detroit wide receiver who's been bad lately.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yep.
He hasn't been bad.
He hasn't had a big game in a while.
That's because Dan Campbell took over play calling duties.
Yeah, so I hope he gets some passes in the future.
We'll see.
And then also I got Njigba.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And then I have the number 1 tight end.
Trey McBride.
And then who cares about kickers or defense?
That's true.
And then this week, just one more thing about fantasy football. The team who's currently projected to lose because they had Josh Allen go and give them like nothing.
Last night?
So currently they are now projected to lose by a good amount. Anything can happen still.
Yeah.
But if they get out,
Josh Allen's available.
I wouldn't go for him because their running back, Christian McCaffrey. And
all of your money.
I not going to say
Everything.
what I would put out there,
All
but
of
I
it.
would do a good amount because I have him,
A healthy amount.
Devon Achane,
That'd be cool.
and Christian McCaffrey as my 2 running backs. And then at that point, Javonte Williams, he's on the bench until week 14 when Christian McCaffrey's out.
Yeah, his bye.
So I really hope this other guy loses
Man.
because I want to get McCaffrey.
I put a bid on both.
And the only issue with McCaffrey, which I'll put like a slight bid for Allen, but again, he's not valuable enough with my other quarterbacks right now. Like Purdy has a very nice schedule coming up, and also Dak has been very good.
Yeah.
For the money-wise, I think the other positions.
Dak's going to have a rough stretch coming up, though.
Really?
Eagles this week, Kansas City the week after that, then Detroit the week after that.
I guess we'll see.
That's going to be tough.
But then if I can keep making it, Brock doesn't have like a super ideal like next couple of weeks, but then like his playoff weeks, it's like against incredibly easy teams.
Green.
So we'll see how that goes. The only thing is I put in a nice bid for McCaffrey. Unlikely I get Taylor later on, but who cares?
JT.
Because McCaffrey, I think ultimately I'd want more than JT, even though JT would be
Wow.
nice.
Anybody who has JT right now is riding his coattails to the fantasy championship.
That's the only reason this guy who has him has survived.
Yeah.
Because of him.
the
He's
40
only
point
reason.
weeks from Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry for all that sports talk. Just kind of excited about it. But for a little bit more fantasy football, talk to Dane about the collusion he's putting on in our league and the Until Next Week league.
Real quick, in my
It's the worst.
what's it called? In my dynasty league, I'm
Yeah.
11-0. So that's cool.
Hey, at least you try and won your
Hey,
leagues.
no, that league I am dominating. It's great. And then
And then
I have a all-star roster in my one of my church leagues, and it's unreal. I lost last week.
do you ever make that trade with the pastor?
No, he ended up not taking it.
Of course.
I almost made a different 3-team trade with Aaron Nelson and
Yeah.
then Landon George,
Yeah.
but I was like, I couldn't pull the trigger because it hinged on Travion Henderson. I
Yeah.
basically,
He's been going off lately.
I know,
Or at least for one game. I don't know.
3 games.
3 games? Okay, 3 games.
He's done it for 3 games, but it's because Ramondre Stevenson's been out.
He's also on the team that has McCaffrey, but I wouldn't put a bid in for him.
Yeah,
Or I'd put in a slight bid, but I don't care enough. He wouldn't be a big enough
this
upgrade.
is a big week for him because Ramondre's back. So
See how it splits?
Yeah, how the split shakes out here is huge.
And that's been the same situation with that other random running back who went off for a few weeks, who was with the Cowboys before.
what?
The guy, Cowboys
Oh,
last year.
Rico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Rico
of the same
Dowdle.
situation whenever Chuba came back, he started splitting.
Chuba, you meet ball.
Sorry. Well, Chuba's been so bad, you don't need to say his name right. And then for a while they split, and they're like, no, you're bad. We'll stay with our
I'm
guy.
really hoping that's what happens because I said no to. It's basically, it was Chuba Hubbard or not Chuba. How did I say it?
Sorry.
It was Travion Henderson and who was I going to give? I was going to give up some bum of a player.
Yeah.
Not bum of a player, but somebody who's not. It was. I think it was Chris Olave. Yeah, it was Travion Henderson and Chris Olave. Not a bum.
Yeah.
But and I would get back AJ Brown and Emeka Ibuka.
AJ Brown's a bum.
He is a bum.
Yeah.
But AJ Brown and Emeka Ibuka, and I was like, I don't know, maybe because if Travion goes back to splitting carries and not being the main guy,
Not valuable.
I would probably take that deal.
Yeah.
But if he stays the guy, getting
He has to stay the guy. Ramondre Stevenson isn't that good.
sucks. Yeah,
He's like one of the very. It's like
Yeah.
he would fit in great with the Chiefs because they have
Yeah.
2 extremely average running
Yeah.
backs. Like that's where he fits.
So basically, I said no to it because I'm banking on if I make that deal and I take it, I have a pretty good team.
Yeah.
And I may or may not win the league. But if Travion hits, I think I'm going to win the league. If he becomes the guy.
So you got Travion.
I have him right now. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't trade him.
Okay. So
Because-
they were trying to get him from you.
You're trying to get him from me because
okay, I see.
if he becomes the guy, I think I'm going to win the league.
Yeah.
Because everything else is kind of set for me as long as nobody gets hurt. And I'm like,
Does he have any off? I mean, wait. You don't have elimination. It's just you're already in the playoffs.
I did clinch too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you're 11-0, you're not gonna
not that
make it.
league. That's a different league.
Okay.
But I
okay.
clinched in that league
Nice,
too.
nice.
Either way. But so fantasy football collusion. Samuel's calling it collusion. But here's the thing. It's not collusion, guys. Here's why it's not collusion. Because I traded for Zay Jones, who's on a season-ending IR, and I gave
not
up
playing.
3 okay players. I gave up Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
I gave up DJ Moore.
And quarterback.
Oh, I gave up Baker Mayfield. And here's why it's not a bad trade.
Who was in the deal originally at the beginning of the year that started all this
So true.
with
So
the Lamar Jackson
true.
with Alvaro.
I was going to get Lamar.
And then because that didn't go through, you're like, okay, I hate all of you.
It's time to nuke the league.
Completely run the league.
I spend nights staying up trying to think of how I could.
I saw that. I don't know if the trade actually went through. I know it had at least 4 vetoes. It needs a 5th.
That's true. That's true. Don't do it, guys.
Yeah. But the thing is also, Keenan is who's you're doing the trade with, who's playing Lindsay this week. Lindsay was projected to win. Lindsay has to win the next 2 games, one against Keenan, and then she has to somehow upset me, and then she can potentially make the playoffs.
Wow.
But if she loses to Keenan, she's not making it. She's eliminated.
Is this a big hater move out of Dane? Yes.
Yeah. Because you were supposed to help her. And then I'm over here texting her like this week, like, hey, you don't have a quarterback starting. Maybe put in somebody. And she's like, Joe Burrow has points, but he's IR. I'm like, well, he's coming back. So she still has a good chance to win.
He should be coming back this week.
And I want her to do her best. But at the same time, when you do collusion with Keenan, Keenan, you're great. But
here's
like,
the thing. Marv's not playing this week. Marv's not playing this week.
Also, you didn't accept my trade.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I think I sent you one.
Oh, yeah. Decline immediately. Because you vetoed my trades.
Yeah.
So, Baker Mayfield, he's playing the Rams. Not a good matchup for him, necessarily.
Yeah, he has a low projection.
DJ Moore sucks ever since Romo Dunze started going off. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. is out this week again. So
yeah, you're projected to lose aggressively.
Hey, I almost won last week, which was crazy.
Yeah. It's amazing. If you would have kept your team, you probably would have made the playoffs.
I would have won last week.
You would have made the playoffs.
I was 4-1 going into the tanking season.
So now because
I've lost ever since.
It's me and then Josh because you made a stupid trade with him. Incredibly stupid. Joshua Schmitz, who has not looked at his team this entire season.
Yeah. I don't know how he's in the playoffs.
He keeps winning without starting a quarterback. His team is that good. Jaden Daniels. Like, the amount of times
I need to look at his team now.
He has such a good team, but he does not even. I texted him the other day. I'm like, hey, you should put a quarterback in. He didn't do it, and then I sent him a crazy trade. He didn't accept it, but I don't think he's looked. And I'm like,
man, it's because he's going on dates and whatnot.
Again, he didn't draft his team. It was all computer. This entire year has been computer, except for the one trade he did with me.
Nice.
And then a couple times where I remind him, like, hey, maybe start your guys this week.
Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he's got Gibbs, Taylor, Tedero, Devontae Smith. That's pretty good.
Yeah, his team.
Dallas Goedert's been pretty
very good.
Oh, Stephon Diggs has been really good.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift's been really good.
Yeah.
Seahawks defense has been really good.
His team is amazing.
Everything is amazing.
He might win the league without doing anything all year.
Jaden Daniels might come back. And if he comes back, he's going to win the league.
It's so stupid. But yeah, currently it's us 3
That's
and a 4th. I think Ryan Rockwell might be in it.
I was just on it.
I think it's us 4. And then currently people in the hunt for the
Ryan
last
Rockwell.
2 spots. It's
Keenan, Allie.
Keenan and Allie.
Oh, Lindsay's in 8th place. Tied for 8th place.
Yes, but that's why she has to win 2 weeks. And if she wins 2...
How many go to the playoffs?
6.
Oh, okay.
So she has to win 2, otherwise she won't make it.
For sure.
If Lindsay wins 2, which you might be messing her up here, that's the issue. Like right here, if she loses this week, then no. Yeah, if she loses this week, she's out. Allie's projected to win both of hers. So really, it would need to be Keenan losing 2 weeks.
Yes.
Keenan has to lose this week, and then the next week, which I don't know who he plays in the final week.
Shout out to Keenan.
Who's Keenan playing in the final week? Do you want to look really quick?
I'm looking at transactions at the trade that I gave
oh my gosh.
Josh. I gave him Jackson Smith and Jigba, Drake London, and Xavier Worthy for Kenneth Gainwell, which turned out to be a good trade. Sterling Shepard and C.J. Stroud. I need to trade C.J. Stroud.
Yeah. Then we can get past the sports talk because we're going aggressively into this.
Yeah, we just skip forward.
Yeah.
Keenan in. Can I see his matchup status? No. Oh, schedule. Here we go.
Who's playing last week?
I don't know. It won't show me.
Because if it's against like Joshua Schmitz or something, then
dang, that's not helping. Let's just go to matchups. I can't figure it out.
If you give it to me, I can look it up.
No, you don't know how to use iPhones.
I know how to use the app.
Oh, I figured it out.
Okay, who's he playing the last week?
Keenan's top-notch team. So he's got Lindsay, and then he's got me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he's not. Yeah, he's going to make
Free win for Keenan. Let's
go.
So
Keenan's, he goes 1-1. He makes the playoffs. Allie is playing whoever this week. I don't know who it is, but I think she's projected to win. And then she plays like Jack or somebody the last week. So, yeah, it looks like those two will make it. Lindsay's not going to make it either way. And then as long as I win my next 2 weeks, I get a first-round bye.
It's true. And Josh.
Yeah, which is really...
Big ups, Josh.
I don't want to be in the same side as Josh just because his team's too stinking good.
Or Joshua Schmitz. Either Josh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I really want that first week bye, so I need to win at least one more game, and I think I will clinch the first week bye. So that's all of our fantasy football talk that went on forever.
I like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Dane also thinks the Cowboys are back, but then we could go to Thanksgiving.
They are back.
Yeah. And Thanksgiving. Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't.
God does.
But he's not telling. Welcome back to the main segment after our very long sports podcast, just in between of our episode 152. We're going to do the best parts of Thanksgiving draft because it is Thanksgiving week.
And do we have anything to set the mood, Samuel?
I think we can. And just so you know, 5 picks apiece, little snake draft. As I'm number one.
One or two.
I'm number 1. Dane's number 2. Where are you going with?
I didn't get that.
Ask them. Just ask.
Pick a number between 1 and 2.
And then I'm 1 or 2.
It's 1.
Okay, good.
How come it always gives it to you?
Because they like me, and here's the tune.
Unreal.
So we're going to get into our Thanksgiving draft.
Tranquil Thanksgiving draft.
I get the first pick. And with that first pick, I'm picking the feast. Yes. Mashed potatoes, stuffing.
Oh, food.
Crescent rolls, turkey, cranberry fluff.
So you took all of food?
I mean, it's the feast, yes. The feast is amazing during Thanksgiving, and you really just can't beat it. So that's what I'm picking with my number 1 overall pick, Dane. What are your...
I like regular rolls, too.
What are your 2 picks?
Crescent rolls are great.
Yeah, and obviously desserts. I mean, all of it goes together. It's the feast.
You're just taking all of the
it's
food.
the feast.
Unreal.
Yeah, so what about you, Dane?
My number 1 pick is...
Yeah?
is weaponized incompetence.
Dang it, you took my number 2 pick. Weaponized incompetence.
Where you pretend to be bad at something so people don't ask you to do it.
Do you want to explain further?
Doing the dishes.
Oh, I can't.
I don't even know where dishes go.
You just break it. It's drop. If you drop one, you're done.
Oh no! I burnt the turkey.
Oh no!
Maybe I should never cook on Thanksgiving again.
Oh, you want me to cut the turkey? Oh, I cut off my finger.
Oh no! I accidentally threw a knife at the TV.
Not again. Oh,
Not
Shepherd.
again.
Shepherd. Sorry.
Oh, I dropped Shepherd.
He's impaled.
This doesn't apply to just Thanksgiving, but specifically at Thanksgiving. If you're really bad at stuff, people will stop asking you to do it.
Yeah.
And so then you never have to do it. And then you sit in front of the TV. I'm really good at watching the TV.
You are really good at it. Cowboys play. Always.
And that's my number 2 pick, the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, I wasn't even thinking football. That's good. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys. But for you always get to do it. As a Packers fan, don't always get that.
Yeah, Packers and Lions, or not Packers, Cowboys and Lions always play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And there's 3 games always on Thanksgiving. There's a noon, a 3:30, and a 7 o'clock game. If you live in a different time zone, you're a communist. So.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. So true. Number 2 overall pick for me. A lot of different ways to go with this, but honestly, go with one of the classic choices: the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Boo.
On in the background. Just like, I'm not really watching it, but like every once in a while, like, wow, they are bad at lip syncing. like it's so obvious, in so many ways, but at the same time, you still watch it. It's still a tradition. You're like, wow.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Look at those balloons. You just gotta have it on the background. Just
Snoopy's cool.
It's this kind of vibe, and they have like Al Roker, and he's just talking about all the different floats and such.
Who's Al Roker?
He's the black guy.
He's the play-by-play guy for the floats.
One of them, I think. Yeah, they have lots of play-by-plays. Like, oh, and there's SpongeBob.
And down Main Street, here comes Tweety Bird.
Yes. So that's always kind of a vibe. Just have it in background. It's a tradition as old as time. Beauty and the Beast.
Like having music during our main segment.
Yes. Number 3 overall pick. Could go a lot of different routes again, but honestly, I'm going to pick being off of work / school.
That's a good one.
Like just kind of being able to relax, especially just enjoy the day. A lot of times enjoy the week. Because with school, you often have at least the day before, the day after off. With work, a lot of times you'll have the day off, depending on what you do.
You better. Unless you work in retail.
Yeah, so there are...
I did that
if you're
one
more
year,
of an
that was
essential type worker, you might have to do that. Or like a doctor, they don't like taking off all the time.
Doctors never take off.
But in jobs like that we do, we have the day off.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
Well, I mean, you do, but I clock out when Satan does. So
that's so true. Just having the day off is very nice. So, what about you, Dane, with your next overall pick?
When people try to leave work right at 4 o'clock, I say to them, "Oh, taking a half day, huh?"
Okay.
Well, personally, I clock out when Satan does.
I put in overtime. If you hear me,
Put in overtime to make sure he doesn't get his time.
And that's your third pick?
No, my third pick is getting into a fist fight with my family.
That is a good pick. Getting into a fist fight with family.
Yeah, you see these people like once or twice a year, and it's like, oh, you know what I want to bring right now?
Now I remember why I don't like you.
Yeah, Donald Trump. That's what I want to talk about right now.
Politics. Politics during Thanksgiving. I mean, it's great.
Love it. It's the tradition as old as time. You know who invented politics on Thanksgiving? Christopher Columbus.
Oh, no. But hey, we'll get to him later in the episode.
We'll get to him later.
Yep.
My number 4 pick is similar in the same vein of this, but tricking my nieces and nephews.
Tricking my nieces. And does Daniel get included in there?
Somewhat,
really.
but he's usually like sitting on the couch. He has a special couch at our house.
Because he
that
sleeps the whole
He does
day.
sleep a lot on that couch.
He's built to sleep.
Lindsay, did you hear that? He's built to sleep.
Love you, Daniel.
Unreal.
Okay,
That's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, tricking my nieces and nephews because they'll come up to me, they want to play a little game or whatever, and then I absolutely annihilate them in whatever game we're going to play.
Yeah.
I made Daleks, one of my other nephews.
You say Daleks?
Daleks. Dallex.
Okay.
And so I played basketball with him in his garage one time. Absolutely annihilated Daleks.
Yeah.
He was getting destroyed. He started crying, and I said, well, you're going to have to go talk to your mom about that because she knows I'm never going to let you win.
Okay. Okay, so that was your fourth pick, tricking nieces and nephews. Number 4 overall pick for myself, I'm gonna go with games with family. A lot of times, like when you have family coming in, especially like the grandparents, they like playing different games because it's that time of year. You got to do that. Don't play a lot of Jackbox with the family. That can get a little weird. Plus, we don't have a Switch to do that on. But
I would crack up my family.
It would be wild.
It's hard being the entertainer of the family.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, you're the podcaster also. And you're like, hey, stop, get the mic out of my face. I can't do this right now.
In my family, I am the biggest personality.
Yeah.
And so it's me getting up there doing a bunch of ridiculous things a lot of times.
Specifically, though, with my grandparents, we play this game called Tenpenny. And I think
Sorry to
people
hear
in the North call it like Baptist poker.
What?
Something along those lines. Basically, you have 10 pennies. Like each round, you have to like collect like a set of cards, like 3 jacks or like 2 sets of jacks or something along those lines.
Like phase 10.
Maybe. I think maybe there might be some similarities. And each round it gets a little bit harder, but you have pennies. So if like a card gets placed down, you can pay a penny to put that in your hand.
Oh.
Unfortunately, when you do that, then if you get to the end of the game, you don't play down your cards, you get extra points. So you're kind of betting on, like, do I want to pay a penny here because maybe I can play down and not get these points, or do I get unlucky because you buy the card that's placed down and you pick up 2 additional cards.
Baptist poker.
Yeah, but it's called 10 pennies.
Ironic because we're Baptists.
Yes, but we don't play poker.
But we don't play. I do play poker.
Yeah, you do.
I play poker.
But yeah, games with family, number 4 overall pick, and then number 5, I could go a lot of different routes. Is that the end of the song?
Samuel, it's silent. We need another song.
It went into the next one. Okay, for the last pick,
This is frogs.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go. Didn't know what this is doing. I'm gonna go turkey trot, or sleeping through the turkey trot while Rebecca wins it.
Well, Rebecca wins it.
Because that was the case for multiple years. I would oftentimes be like, oh yeah, I'll go turkey trot in the morning. Wake up like, oh, it's already done.
Because you got to be there at 8.
Well, I think 8's when it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be there before 8.
7:30.
But I guess you're watching, you can be there like at 8 or whatever else.
Man.
But more recently, the past like 3-ish years, maybe 4 years, I've done the turkey trot, doing it again this year. So that is enjoyable, even though I feel like I need to puke at the end of each race.
Oh, you know.
On the bright side, they have snacks. And
True.
I finish ahead of enough people where I still get a full selection of snacks at the end of the race, so that's a plus.
I should run the Jeff City one. I feel like I could win it. Maybe not win it, but I could get a place.
Do it. Because I'm doing turkey trot in Springfield, so, whatever.
Jeff City's got it. There's no runners that come out of Jeff City.
None.
Just Dane.
No, only you.
Lindsay and Cole, absolutely stinky.
Yeah.
And imagine the stinkiest cheese you've ever seen. That's how they run.
Yeah. So what are you doing for your last overall pick here?
My number 5 pick is similar to something you said.
Yes.
But different. So what it is, and it's a full sentence.
Yes.
Playing games with family and not caring if I destroy them and hurt their feelings.
And not caring about their feelings.
Basically.
So not caring about family's feelings is your number 5 pick.
Yeah, you can phrase it that way.
Yeah, okay.
That way it's not the same as yours.
Yeah, we're different enough.
Specifically in games, though, for me.
Is there like one game that you play Thanksgiving each time or not?
Me, Lindsay, Cole, and Daniel will usually play Monopoly.
But you never finish.
We never. Well, here. Okay, we've
Daniel quits early.
No, Lindsay quits early and then gives Daniel all of her property, and then I'm fighting an uphill battle the entire time, and I'm not allowed to sit next to the banker or be the banker because I steal money.
Yeah.
So
Understandable.
Which that's part of weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
If I'm bad at being the banker, then nobody will want me to be the banker.
And then if you are so bad, you might get into a fist fight with family during the Dallas Cowboys football game that's in the background, and then you have to say like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know how to be nice to everybody," which is weaponized incompetence.
And then I trick one of my nieces and nephews into getting me the money that I need.
It's great. So they all go together. So those are your 5 picks, my 5 picks. Just really quick before I read this off, my 2 honorable mentions are decorated for Christmas.
Ew, no.
A lot of times there's still some stuff we still need to do, whether it's putting up ornaments, etc. And then also looking at physical Black Friday ads. Even though I know I won't get anything.
Physical Fridays.
It's just, they're colorful. I'm like, hey, look at this great deal. I'm not going to get the Xbox, but it looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty cool.
Yeah, so just to say again, so you can vote in the comments, my number 1 pick is The Feast, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in the background, off of work or school, games with family, and the turkey trot. And Dane's are weaponized incompetence, the Dallas Cowboys football game, getting into fistfights with family, tricking his nieces and nephews, and playing games with family and not caring about their feelings when he beats them. So let us know in the poll below on who you think is the best.
Wow. What a time.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
It makes me want to...
And each of those songs was copyright. So hopefully, as long as I post what I need to in the description, they won't be like, hey, you're going to have your podcast deleted. So we'll see how that goes.
It makes me want to start manifesting things.
What do you want to manifest?
Welcome back to Dane's Manifesto.
Part 91.
Part 91. And this week, Dane had got one of the best compliments that he's ever received from a child. And so...
Okay.
By a child, I mean somebody who under 18.
Okay.
And so I thought about it, and I wanted to write down all of the things that I've gotten from a child as far as compliments go. And I ranked them. By ranked them, I mean I just put them in a list of 1 to 5 as I was thinking about them. And then now I have to I find it on here. Okay, I found it. Oh, I didn't write a 5th one. So I have 4 of them. So the number 1 thing that I could remember a kid telling me was, "You're ugly."
Oh, that is a good compliment.
And then I said, "Oh yeah, did your mommy drop you off tonight?" And she said, "I bet your mom's dead."
You've said this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it did make it onto the list up there. The second one that I can think of that comments kids have made to Dane is, "You look like a smoker."
That's aggressive.
I was teaching kids, oh man, this was probably 8 years ago. And I was wearing white pants, white shoes, and a collared shirt. And somebody told me I look like a golfer. And I asked this kid, I was like, "Do you think I look like a golfer?" And they go, "No, you look like a smoker."
That's just not as nice, personally. I don't know. That's what I think.
That was crazy. And then number 3, Dane, are you dating my mom?
What? And that's another...
I said to his kid, I said, "Hey, if you don't cut it out, I'm going to call your mom." And he goes, "What? How do you have my mom's number? Are you dating my mom?"
Like, yes, son.
I think that's what I said.
Oh, that's great.
"You are dating my mom." And I'm like, "No, I'm not dating your mom."
We're married.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your father now.
That's wild.
Number 4, Dane, will you take me to the roof? No. Quit asking.
Dane,
that was from a 4th grader.
Dane, will you take me to the roof?
No.
It would be have you been on the roof?
It's a quest of mine. It's currently underway. Everybody knows I want to get on the roof.
Both roofs or just one of the roofs?
Only one roof. The main building roof is definitely possible. I've seen people do it.
But that one's not as fun.
I saw somebody throw paper airplanes off that roof.
I think I actually have seen people on that roof. I think they did it for one of the events at one point. The one that your idol was at that I didn't talk to and I should have.
Matt?
I feel like people were on the roof for that.
I don't know. I don't think
really,
so. It was
maybe
nighttime.
Yeah.
So.
I think it was Matt. I think he was on the roof.
No, he wasn't. I was on the roof.
The old building, though,
that
would be kind of fun.
The West Wing?
Yeah. How long until it's all done?
December 18th, we're moving in for like upstairs.
Will like the whole thing be done?
Just the upstairs. I don't know when the other side's going to be done.
Because isn't the other side more of like, pickleball?
There's going to be an indoor pickleball court.
We're going to get really good.
I'm going to be playing
you're
like
gonna be putting You're going to be putting in a lot of overtime.
That's the thing is like people are like, I bet routinely people will go play a quick game of pickleball at lunch.
Hear me out.
I want you to play everybody.
Could we get in there after hours and play pickleball?
Yeah, I know the code.
we're playing pickleball.
100%.
We're going to be playing pickleball all the time.
Well,
we have to get good, so that way we can actually win some tournaments.
Well, so I'd have to check to see if it's being reserved for anything, but I know how to check for that. And so if it's not, then we can totally go.
I love this. I love this a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I probably need to ask that question and be like, hey, so if it's not being reserved, can I just show up and use it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because we'll see.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
So those are 4 of the things that the kids have said to me. Another kid was like, Dane, can I get on this shipping container? And I said, what do you think? And he goes, yes. And I go, no. And then he took the Gaga ball that he had and threw it up on top of the shipping container and said, what about now? And I said, well, now you just lost a game of Gaga ball for every kid here. His bright idea was to do that.
So for the manifesto, it was best compliments you've ever gotten.
Oh, no, this had nothing to do with that. The compliment I did get this week, though, I forgot about that part. Those are best, or some of the most memorable comments that kids have ever said to me.
So for your actual manifesto.
My actual manifesto, well, and the same kid who asked if I was dating his mom, he also said one time, I'm in the KKK, the Cool Kids Club.
Yeah, don't say that.
He yelled that in public.
Don't say that.
And then he got kicked out of Cold Stone.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this kid before. Yeah. Don't say that.
He's a junior now.
Yep. I'm going to clip that actually, though, what you just said.
Which one?
Yeah, don't repeat it, but whatever that kid said, I'm going to say you saying that and put on a clip and post it.
That's crazy. And just keep it at
just that.
The second part.
Oh, okay.
Not the second part.
Yeah, just
so what this kid told me, though, I was working at my second job the other day.
Yeah.
And we went into the classroom, and then there was all these kids around me, and one kid goes, Dane, why are all these like kids around you? And before I could even say anything, this girl goes, because he has high social status, okay? And I said, I like you.
I like you a lot.
That's the nicest thing any kid's ever said to me.
That's awesome.
So
wait, the kid said that?
The kid said that, yeah.
That's dope.
Like, yeah, some little boy asked why everybody's around me, and then this girl goes, because he has high social status.
See, we should have said, well, I'm a very well-known podcaster, and you guys should all listen. They would listen.
I don't think that the kids know I have a podcast, and I don't know that I want them to know.
You need to let some group of people know in your life.
I guarantee you one day the kids are going to find it without me saying it, and then they're going to start quoting things I say on here.
I love that.
That would be ridiculous. I know you love that because there's no consequence to you.
Well, one of my coworkers who's listening right now, shout out Carly.
Shout out Carly.
Apparently she listens a lot, and I'm like, that's awesome. And it always makes me wonder, like, are you listening as you sit right next to me? I know Nathan is another coworker.
Shout out to Nathan.
So it's just kind of interesting.
I heard Nathan's a communist.
Honestly. Not going to confirm or deny.
Samuel said, Nathan, I can't speak to it.
You'll have to leave a comment to defend yourself, or a voice memo, which you can't do because you don't have social media.
Or both.
Yes. Is that everything?
That was Dane's manifesto. Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Yeah, I really don't know much about tax. But my little known facts are regarding Black Friday, which is, right after Thanksgiving. And just going to read these off here, and hopefully you learned something new today. I know I did. Apparently, the original Black Friday was a financial disaster. The term Black Friday was first used in the USA on September 24th, 1869, and it had nothing to do with shopping. It referred to a massive financial crisis when two financiers attempted to corner the gold market, causing a stock market crash and bankrupting many people.
Dude.
So that's fun.
Black Monday, same deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also heard how much money J.D. Rockefeller had this week.
Like trillions, basically.
No, well, almost.
He basically owned the United States.
It was $400 billion because he owned 90% of the world's oil.
Yeah. But he had nothing to spend it on. He's like, what did you get back then?
Well, he started the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Yeah. And that's why prices are so high.
Dang it. So next little known fact is the name Black Friday came from the police, not retailers' profits. It says the popular myth is that Black Friday is the day retailers go into the black, which means make a profit. However, the term's connection to post-Thanksgiving shopping originated in Philadelphia in the 50s or 60s when police officers used it to describe the chaotic traffic, crowds, and congestion caused by shoppers and fans coming to the city for the annual Army Navy football game, which was held the next day.
Here's the thing. City of Philadelphia, worst city in the union.
So true. So true.
This week, there's a video going around on the internet where they have punching bags set up for kids in school, and they have pictures of Dallas Cowboy players on the punching bags.
Awesome.
I was like, this is unreal.
That's dope.
Are you kidding me?
That's dope. Another little fact, I think you'll like this one. Black Friday creates Brown Friday.
What?
The day after Thanksgiving is often the busiest day of the year for plumbers, who have jokingly nicknamed it Brown Friday because the surge in service calls is due to a sudden increase in household waste, often from disposing of too much leftover food and grease down the drain, overwhelming garbage disposals and septic systems.
Something else going down the drain.
Black Friday and Brown Friday. What can Brown do for you? And then also before 2001, it wasn't the busiest shopping day.
New Year's Day. Christmas Day.
No, Christmas Day. On Christmas, like, hey, guys, got to get your gift. Despite its reputation, Black Friday was not consistently the busiest shopping day of the year in terms of consumer spending until the early 2000s. For many years, the busiest shopping day was actually the Saturday right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Often called Super Saturday or Panic Saturday.
Panic Saturday
Which makes a lot of sense because, like, you're off work, like, oh, crap.
Yeah, and you're like, I need a date for Christmas this year.
So Daniel, and my brother, he oftentimes does his Christmas shopping the day before Christmas.
Christmas Eve when nothing's open?
That's when he goes.
All right.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Nothing.
Then finally, the date of Thanksgiving was moved for shopping, actually. It says in 1939, President Franklin D. Roosevelt moved Thanksgiving from the last Thursday of November to the second to last Thursday, and years with 5 Thursdays, for example.
It does. Yeah, this year has 5 Thursdays.
Yeah, because that's why they do it the 4th Thursday of November, not necessarily the last Thursday. And the reason is retailers had petitioned him because they feared a shorter holiday season that year would hurt their profits. The controversial move was eventually standardized by Congress to the 4th Thursday in November in 1941, which...
True.
That led to December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, so thanks, FDR. And then that ensured a consistent length for the Christmas shopping season. So something new. So you heard it here. FDR moving the date of Thanksgiving.
Started World War II.
Yes.
For America.
For America, yeah. So
unreal.
Now look at where we're at. So that's all your fault.
In World War III.
Yeah. All of the world wars. that was good.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with my joke. Here we go. What's the difference between Elon Musk and a lemur? Elon Musk made an electric car. A lemur made a gas car.
And now, it's time for...
So, Jack's jokes suck.
Could have been worse.
King Julian is a top 5 character of all time, and I will not take any King Julian slander on this podcast.
Jack also sent a video. I don't think I need to click on it, but it just says you get to race someone in a 5K
for
$1 million, but they get a 30-second head start. Who you calling?
He said he could smoke me in a 5K.
He's a big boy, but he can move.
He can move.
You could get him in the distant marathon, you'd win. But he can move in those short distances. Like, you've seen him before on Strava, like drop like a 5-minute mile.
I'll drop a 5-minute mile.
Okay. I think like 5 minute, like close, like 5 minute flat.
I'm gonna get that.
Okay. Yeah, he can move. It'll be interesting. I mean, he's gonna be training with Joshua Schmitz at their date in Michigan this week, so maybe.
Do you think they're gonna kiss?
I guess we'll find out next week. Oh man. Oh, Dane, I kind of like this beat. Do you have any songs you could sing for me?
Yo, you hit record, we hit regret. The voice memos, the wildest yet. Hot takes, weird thoughts, midnight dreams. The one guy still chasing his dreams. Mumbled nonsense, emotional flair. We play it back like we just don't care. Voice memos.
Youth of America update. Last week I subbed for an algebra class, 8th graders. And this one kid showed me his iPad. He said, "Look, miss, my iPad's on 6-7%. And that was that. Then the same kid later, I asked him to stop doing something, and he said, "I answer to no one." Said, all
I like
right.
that. Good attitude.
Then today I subbed for music and show choir class, which was pretty fun. But what was really cool
You're not
was
qualified for
Terrence Crawford, the elite boxer from Omaha,
Not a boxer.
came to our school
Or
today
is he?
and talked to student athletes. So that was cool. Hope they enjoyed that. They were all kind of fanning
boxer.
over him, which is really cool.
Yeah, I've watched him fight.
How long do you think you spoke for? Like, do you think like 6 or 7 minutes?
Unreal. No, I'm tired of it already. It was fun for a while, and now like it keeps trickling down, like younger and younger kids. Now like elementary school kids think it's funny, and it's like
I think
come on.
I've seen it where the cycle is. It kind of starts again with like the high schoolers, kind of moves to middle school, elementary, and then when it dies is when it gets back to
the adults.
and then everybody's
for
like,
sure.
"Ew, no, stop. That's not cool."
Yeah,
so
that's 100% how it works.
that's why we got to start to stay in it. I mean, we're cool still. It's got to be the much older people. When the teachers like
Much
6, 7, then it's like, okay, no, we don't like this anymore.
It's hilarious. One of my coworkers said it's demonic. Because the rapper who came up with it apparently does satanic rituals.
Okay,
And I was like,
so that
so
means
does
that
everybody.
makes it demonic. Okay, nice.
It's demonic.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't
Yeah, I think that's about it for the voice memos, which means it's time for some Instagram messages, which we went over, which means it's time for Spotify responses. You know?
So true.
Yeah. Didn't get a lot this week. Pretty sure I read these off already, but I'm just going to mention one really quick. No, I'm not. I think I said last week, Angela Birdwell mentioned, I did not expect Victorian hedgehogs drinking goat's milk. Do you remember that? I feel like I said it. I don't know. But then Angela Birdwell came back with a comment this week, which said, Dane's list has my vote.
See?
Which we'll get to the final responses here shortly. But then she said, I wanted to be an architect or a veterinarian when I was younger. I used to keep a binder of house plans from my mom's magazines, and I love animals, so it made sense.
That makes sense.
Which now I remember that was what our poll was. We talked about what we want to be like when we grew up as childhood.
I want to fight crime with my pet.
Why didn't you say that last week?
Well, I thought of it now.
Yeah. Jack Holmgren put, eating 240 avocados in one sitting would kill me. Also, going hunting with Dane would literally kill me because of how bad a shot he is compared to Lindsay.
Not true. I smoked a doe this past week.
Yeah, and he bagged her dough, yes. And then he responded to his own comment and said, also, yes, I do have a brother. I have 2 older brothers. Samuel, how do you... I can't read this.
Not remember that.
How do you not remember that? That's probably what he put. I don't remember saying I don't remember you having brothers, but I've never met them. So it's kind of hard. Like, I don't even know if I've seen pictures of them. Jack, you could be lying to me.
That's true. We don't know that he's telling the
Send
truth.
pics or it didn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah. Alvaro put, yeah, you better sue me. Show some respect.
I want to sue Alvaro.
Yeah. Which then Dane responded with, let's sue Alvaro.
Yeah. Let's sue Alvaro.
And he didn't respond to his comment. He just put a new comment altogether. Let's sue Alvaro. You also spelled his name wrong. Did you do that on purpose?
No, classic Dane, though.
Yeah, Alvaro, you spelled Alvaro, and you put Alvero, and then put 7 exclamation points.
Hey, listen.
Alvaro.
I got to get the point across.
You are upholding his trades, and he doesn't even spell your name right.
Alvaro, I see you as a man, and that's who I see you as. And I
What
love
does
you.
that
in
even
this,
mean?
I love you listening to this podcast. Who do I not love? Everybody who vetoed my trade in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And so you vote to uphold my trade because we made a trade, and I want you to honor that trade.
Manelli Bradley put, Samuel immediately got my vote when he mentioned Mr. Whitaker, which was from Adventures in Odyssey, because I mentioned I want to be an archaeologist. Then she put, the amount of backstories that man has is insane, which is true. If you ever listen to it, basically this guy's an inventor, an archaeologist, a missionary, basically like a crime fighter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anything you think he did, probably did it.
Well, Ellie sounds like a hater.
Well, Ellie bought multiple shirts, so we like Ellie.
I don't know Ellie.
Well, she listens to the pod, and I've mentioned her name multiple times. I feel like each time I say it, you're like, who's that? I'm like, same time person as last time.
Who's Ellie?
Which I guess I'm the one who looks at the Instagram stuff, so you wouldn't see as many of the messages.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
so-
Find my Instagram because Samuel likes to censor stuff that gets sent to him.
Yep, that's all I do. Censor all the time.
They
which
call
is
him
why
Censor Sam.
Censor Sam. Which is why we still have a podcast. I haven't been
True.
canceled yet.
That's true.
And then for the poll last week, it was who had the better growing up draft. 66.7%
67%.
of the people said Samuel.
Why?
Because I had the better growing up draft.
Is it because I'm red? Be honest, guys.
That's what they put in the
They're
comments.
being honest.
They said you're red.
It's because I'm red.
They didn't want to vote for you then. So
I get that.
shout out there. And shout out to our number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Big ups Jesus, man. So the title that I gave this week's Jesus segment is called The Total Annihilation of Egypt.
Shout out.
And so we were going over, what was it? We were in this class called Deep Discipleship, which is like a pre-seminary course that we take through our church if you're on staff, especially if you're teaching and preaching, and we're just trying to like grow our biblical knowledge. And we were talking about the parallels between Genesis and Exodus and how when God said, let there be light in Genesis 2, I think it's 2. Yeah, 2. And then whenever there was total darkness in one of the plagues of Egypt, like there was life that came with the light that came from God. And then when God blotted out that same light, there came death. And so, because right after that was the death of the firstborn. And so then it got me thinking about this time that I taught the kids on the 10 plagues and how the 10 plagues were just way bigger and way more dramatic than you think they were. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a hard time.
There's some flies.
It's crazy what happened. So the first plague, first off, the 10 plagues, it confirms that this was to serve two purposes. First off, it shows that the Israelites, that the God of their fathers was alive and worthy to be worshipped. It talks about that in Exodus 6 and also 12. And then it also shows the Egyptians that their gods were absolutely nothing. And because each and every plague flew in the face of one or multiple of the Egyptian gods that they had, and then they tried to have magicians fake the things and prove that this is just like magicians that are doing this for the Israelites. That's why this is happening. It's not because their God's real and ours are fake. And it was though. Their God is fake, or their gods are fake. Ours is real. So take that. Anyways. The first one, when the river turns to blood, this is like a form of daily life, and it killed their national economy as well, and it devastated millions in the area because it killed all the fish and made the water unsustainable or unusable. And so it killed it. You couldn't do any trade. You couldn't travel up the Nile anymore. And now all these fish are dead. You lose all of your fish. And so that was the first thing. The frogs were sacred and were not to be killed. And God had frogs invade every part of the Egyptian homes. And when the frogs died, their stinking bodies were heaped up in offensive piles all throughout the land. So now your quality of life in this Egyptian land is now plundering. And so the thing is, you think of America right now, that was Egypt at the time, but they was bigger and better, and they had thousands of slaves, which were the Israelite people. And so that's through the first two plagues. And then after that came gnats. And unlike the previous plagues, the magicians weren't able to duplicate this one. And Pharaoh declared that this is the finger of God. So they were like, I don't know how to duplicate this.
Yeah.
And so after that, the flies enter, so similar to gnats but different. And in this plague, God clearly distinguishes between the Israelites and the Egyptians because no swarms of flies were around where the Israelites lived. Again, their quality of life is just going in the toilet for the Egyptians. It's terrible. And then after that, the death of the cattle, which is a sacred people, or like a sacred image to the Egyptians, and they actually worshipped different cattles. And so also God's people were protected from this. So the Israelite cattle did not die. The Egyptian cattle did die. And so this also destroyed their economy, showing his ability to provide and protect his people who obeyed him. God did. And Pharaoh even sent investigators in Exodus 9 verse 7 to find out if the Israelites were suffering along with the Egyptians, but the result was a hardening of the heart of the Pharaoh against the Israelites. And then after that, the boils hit, and that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And this time, the Bible says that the magicians could not even stand before Moses because of their boils, and clearly the religious leaders were powerless against the God of the Egyptians. And then after that, before the last 3 plagues, this is when it starts to get more severe. God sent a special message to Pharaoh saying, hey, this is going to be more severe than the others. And they were designed to convince Pharaoh that all of his people that there is none like God in all of the earth. It says in Exodus 9. And an example of God's grace is God warned Pharaoh to gather whatever cattle and crops that remained from the previous plagues and shelter them from the coming storm. So Pharaoh's servants, some of Pharaoh's servants heeded the warnings while others didn't. And then the hail hits right here, and it attacked several other gods. And this hail was unlike any other hail that's ever happened before. It was accompanied by fire, which ran along the ground, and everything left out, and it was just devastated between the hail and the fire. This is just crazy. Imagine seeing hail and fire at the same time. Doesn't happen. And again, the children of Israel were miraculously protected and had no damage from either of those things in their land. And before the next plague after that, Moses told the Israelites that they would be able to tell their children of the things that they had seen God do in Egypt and how it had shown them God's power. And the 8th plague hits. Locusts are in the land and eats all of the crops, the wheat, the rye, which had survived the hail somehow. Now the locusts devour it in swarms, and the harvest, and there would be no harvest in Egypt that year. So now they've taken out the river and all the fish in the river, so you can't travel. You don't have any fish in the Nile. They've taken out the cattle and the livestock. There's no more cattle. There's no more crops to be eaten at all. And so they are heading down a pretty bad path. And then the 9th plague, darkness, was against one of their primary gods, which was Ra, and symbolized himself as Pharaoh himself. And for 3 days there was utter darkness, but the homes of the Israelites had light. And so again, light gives life to the world. And you want to regrow your crops, you can't. There's no light in your land right now. And so then finally, the death of the firstborn males, this is your heir, this is who you're going to pass everything on to, and this is also some of your labor that you want to teach them how to do things, and yet now they're all dying, and it was all because they tried to disobey the God of the Israelites, which is the one true God. And then finally, the Egyptian Pharaoh lets the Israelites go, and they start to go. And in the famous scene, in the movie The Prince of Egypt, then he sends his army after the Israelites. Actually, no, you can't go. And then the sea swallows up all of the army of Pharaoh, and then the Israelites make it through the Red Sea. And the 2 things that are important here is that, all of the slave labor that Pharaoh has been using this entire time walks out. Millions of people walk out. It's crazy. And now you have no way of rebuilding your nation, and your army just entirely died in the Red Sea right here, and you have no way of protecting your nation. There's no way for you to feed your nation. There's no way to protect your nation. There's no way to rebuild your nation. And so God takes the world's superpower at the time, the equivalent of America, and flips it upside down and leaves it in total and utter destruction to show that he is the one true God, and he is the only one that is worthy of worship. And also, one cool fact that I learned this week is that it wasn't just Israelites who escaped out of Egypt. It was a mixed multitude, which means that some of the Egyptians who saw these signs and miraculous wonders, they actually turned away from the Egyptian gods and started following Yahweh, the one true God, and they left with the Israelites and just walked out. I learned that on Wednesday.
No way.
So that was crazy. So that's even worse. Some of your people say, hey, I'm out of here. See ya. And just walk out on you too. And so tough times for Pharaoh and the Egyptians. But God is the only one who's worthy of worship. And he demonstrates that through his 10 plagues and the hardening of Pharaoh's heart.
Let's go. Let's freaking go. That's awesome. Number 2 was sponsors of the week. Jake Trust and Art, who I texted. He has not texted back because you got your Stratomatic tomorrow.
We do. He has to go to bed early.
Pretty Ricky, who we've mentioned, who was not ready to worship when you were. So
he's in Italy right now.
We'll see how that is. And then Reverend Banks, because he's just reverending.
He's reverending.
Reverending.
If you will.
Yes. Shout out to them. And then by special request of Dane, our sponsors of the week, number 3, are, I'll let him explain these after I say it, Christopher Columbus, the Pilgrims, and the Indigenous people. Dane, I'll let you explain why they are sponsors of the week number 3. Also, we technically have 7 sponsors, but only 3 spots. So those were our last 3, and Dane really wanted those.
No, the Pilgrims and Indigenous people, we're talking about like thousands of people now.
Yeah.
And
Christopher Columbus is one.
Yeah, Christopher, he came to the nation. He sailed the ocean blue in 1492. I think we call him
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah,
Chris Columbus. He sailed the ocean blue in 1492, and then he landed in Ohio and founded Columbus, Ohio.
I thought it was Miami.
No.
He got confused because he thought it would land in Florida, but he landed in Miami, Ohio.
Exactly.
Which is kind of confusing back then.
Traveled like a couple feet and then named it Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Because he traveled through, and that's how he made it to Lake Michigan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why Christopher Columbus is up here. So we wouldn't have Columbus, Ohio without Michigan, Christopher Columbus. Yeah.
And so his middle name was Michigan.
The Pilgrims are also on here because without the Pilgrims, we wouldn't have had firearms.
Well, that and then also the YMCA dance.
And
the music
YMCA,
video. Yeah.
The Pilgrims, and then we wouldn't have belts without them. You've put on the Pilgrim outfit and seen like the belts that go with it.
I've never put on that outfit, Dane.
Yes, you have. I've seen you do it.
No, I haven't.
Then the Indigenous people are very important because they showed us the importance of not being racist.
Oh, I got that mixed up there. You were talking about Pilgrims still, and then you went to Indigenous.
No, Indigenous people. Yeah. So
why did you have the Pilgrims?
Because they gave us belts.
That is true. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I can dress as Pilgrims, just not the last option.
You can do whatever you think is right. What you get canceled for is not up to me.
Oh, awesome.
It's up to whoever's mad about it.
Okay, so Christopher Columbus, the Pilgrims, and the Indigenous people.
Which all happened for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so shout out.
Also, Jake is on the Stratomatic page right now.
What a guy. You should just send him a message right now. Like, is it an open live doc?
Yeah, so it's a doc, and you can see his little icon on there. He's on here.
You should start just typing in random stuff. Like, hey, what's up? We're recording the pod. Do you have anything to say?
I'm going to put it in one of the cells right here. I'm going to put Jake sucks.
Let's just see. See if he responds.
I can't.
No,
I
he's
don't
a
have
lot.
viewing access.
That stinks. Okay. Before we do get canceled, reach out if you may want to make clips for us. Preferably nothing about what we just said or some of the stuff we said earlier. Maybe don't make clips for us. I don't know. Also, if you want to buy a shirt shipped to you of the Until Next Week podcast, the softest, most elite shirt you'll see or feel in your life.
Plush.
Buy it from us. Send us a message. We can work out a deal. Currently, we have it for $30 shipped to you, but if you buy more than one, we can work out a better deal. Or if you're in town, work out an even better deal. If Dane gives it to you, we might never get paid.
It could be free. We don't know.
We'll see how that goes. Also, as I mentioned earlier, use the code Samuel14434 if you want an extra good deal on Friday Pickleball's website. Specifically, if you buy at least 2 paddles, you can get a good deal with that code. And then also Dane's ministry support links in the bio. And if you don't support him there, he'll have cavities.
I will have more cavities.
We'll see how that goes in the future.
Help me not have cavities, guys.
Also, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. And please follow us on Spotify. Randomly, I don't know I think it was in the past week, a lot of people follow the podcast.
Really?
Like
on Instagram or?
And on Spotify, I can see how many followers. And randomly it jumped up 10%, which is weird. Usually
to 1.1 million.
Yeah, 1.1 million compared to 1 million.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was kind of random. I don't know who you are, but thank you. But keep on subscribing. Keep on listening. Keep telling your friends. Because
maybe the kids did find it.
Maybe that's how, I don't know. It was just random. I'm like, who are you people?
4.9.
That's the stars. You can't see the subscribers.
Unreal.
I can tell you after the pod. But also, speaking of 4.9, leave 5-star reviews, and we can maybe get that back up to 5 someday. Leave voice memos on Instagram so you can be like the Jacks of this world or the Lindsays or anyone else you want to be. Or the Alvaros. Alvaros sent a voice memo here and there. And then also, again, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And thank you again for listening to episode 152 of the Until Next Week podcast. And go out there and get some Black Friday deals and have a happy Thanksgiving.
I followed the podcast just now.